The order of divers is posted on the board. I will be announcing the divers with the diver on deck. First diver will be Serena Yi from University of California, Davis, doing a 404B.
104B.
104B, I apologize. Scores 6.5, 6, 6, 7, 6.5. Can you repeat the scores, please? 6.5, 6, 6, 7, 6.5. Kaylee Gallegos, University of Hawaii, 5231D. Scores 5.5, 6.5, 6, 7, 6.5. Elizabeth Petty, University of San Diego, 103B. Scores 5, 5, 5, 4.5, 5. Maria Renteria, University of Hawaii, 105C. Scores 5.5, 5.5, bingo. Kayla Call, BYU, will be doing a 105C.
Yeah, Kayla! Go back up!
Scores 6.5, 7, 6, 6, 6.5.
Go, Jazz!
Kayla Call, 105C.
You just went. Next diver.
I apologize. Jessica Fernandez, University of Davis, 104C. Scores 6.5, 6, 6, 6.5, 6. Lauren Hall, University of Hawaii, 203B. Scores 5, 5, 5.5, 6, 5.5. Ali Tippett, BYU, 105B.
Go, Allie! Go, Allie!
Scores 5.5, 6 across. Amy Harrison, University of Hawaii, 403B. 7, 7.5, 6.5, 7.5, 7. Lauren Pierce, University, California Polytechnic State University, 104B. Scores 5.5, 5.5, 6, 6.5, 5.5. Shelby Johnson, BYU, 403B.
Shelby.
Scores 5.5, 5.5, 5.5, 5.5, 6. Audrey Denif, University of California, Davis, 403B. Scores 7, 7, 6.5, 7.5, 7. I apologize if I butcher your name. Shaifali Goyan?
Shafali.
Safali. 303C. Scores 5.5, 4.5, 5, 4.5, 4.5. Hold on one second. Scores again, please. 5.5, 4.5, 5, 4.5, 4.5. Angelina Proshart, UC Davis, 104B. Scores 6, 6, 6, 6.5, 6. Lucy LaFranchise, UC Davis, 203B. Scores 6, 6, 6.5 across. Alexa Hill, University of San Diego, 401B. Score 6, 6.5, 6, 6, 6.5. Lauren Larson, University of Hawaii, 105C. Scores 6.5, 6.5, 6, 7.5, 7. Monica Caveris, University of Hawaii, 203B. Scores 6, 7, 6.5, 7, 6.5. Erica Leanhart, BYU, 403B. Scores 6.5, 6.5, 6, 6.5, 6. Starting the round for men, Trayton Speth, BYU, 105B.